Hi, folks. It's Gary here with your Blue Nose Bulletin for Thursday, the 11th of July, 2024. I hope you're all well, and thank you once again for joining us here on the Fourth Officials YouTube channel. Only one big story to talk about today, and it is the statement released at 5 o'clock today by Rangers chairman John Bennett regarding the ongoing situation regarding the stadium reconstruction at Ibrox and the requirement for Rangers to find a temporary home for the beginning of next season. Now, that statement from John Bennett reads, Rangers can confirm that it is in the final stages of negotiations with the Scottish FA to secure Hampden Park as its temporary home until the Ibrox works are complete. First, I would like to apologise on behalf of the club for the uncertainty that this delayed project has caused to our season ticket holders, hospitality clients, partners, and the wider support of this football club. The number of variables in the situation has made it extremely difficult to bring the one thing that we all crave, certainty. Nevertheless, we are closing in on the most immediate solution, a suitable venue at which to fulfil our fixtures and to house our support. Whilst the ongoing delay means that the club is unable to fix a date for our return to Ibrox, we anticipate that this will become clearer upon delivery of the necessary materials to Glasgow. Rangers thanks the Scottish FA and the SPFL for their strong support in working to this solution. The club wholeheartedly appreciates the continued patience of our supporters whilst we work through this most trying of situations, and I intend to give a fuller personal update by the end of July. So that was a statement released at 5 p.m. on the Rangers website and social media channels today by Chairman John Bennett. Now, what it does say is that Hampden will be the temporary accommodation for Rangers for the beginning of the season, and those immediate league matches in September, August and September, and at least one European qualifier, and potentially, depending on the draw in the League Cup, maybe a League Cup game as well. Far from ideal, obviously, at this stage, and the board's handling of this situation, I think, has been massively a source of great dissatisfaction to the Rangers support. And to me personally, that initial statement that came out on the 20th of June advising the Rangers support of the delay in the reconstruction works and them having to find a temporary solution, for them to have gone maybe 3 weeks since that statement came out without any sort of communication coming out to the fans, for me, is unacceptable. Even if it's to come out to say we're still working on something, at least engage the support, make them aware of what's going on, make them aware of what steps you're trying to do to resolve the situation. How long is it going to be? Now, whilst a lot of the Rangers support does come from the Glasgow area, Rangers have got fans that come from everywhere, from the north of Scotland, from Ireland, from England, and beyond. So for them not to know 3 weeks before our first home game of the season where that game is going to be played, how tickets are going to be issued, how season ticket holders are going to be housed in Hampden or another place, is really far from ideal. And there's a lot more questions than there are answers coming from John Bennett and the Rangers board at this stage, and that needs to be addressed, that needs to be fixed, and that needs to be sorted out as soon as possible. So to be told that there's not going to be a further communication coming out to the fans until a personal address from John Bennett towards the end of July probably states to me that there's a lot more to come with regards to this, and quick return to Ibrox doesn't appear to be on the cards. Now, my understanding is that the initial agreement with the SFA and for Hampden will extend to September, but possibly may need to require going further into October and beyond. And at that point, you're starting to then come into contact with Hampden being used for international fixtures, and this is something that needs to be massively addressed, because it's not a long-term solution for Rangers to play at Hampden for a prolonged period of time. We need to understand what it means for tickets. We need to understand where you're going to be sitting for these games starting in 3-4 weeks' time. So a lot of work to be done from John Bennett and for the Rangers board, and there's a lot of clarity that still needs to be given to the fans to let them know what's happening. Now, us here at the Fourth Official, we will continue to keep you up to date with what we know when we know it over the course of the coming days and weeks until further clarity is provided by the club on their channels. We'll keep you well abridged of the situation. But no, lots to be done and lots of questions still remain to be answered. That'll do me for this show. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you next time. Goodbye.